What's up, you guys? Namaste and blessings, and thank you so much for being here. Today, we're going to be channeling messages from the ancestors. And so, if you choose to stay here, please, I would like to ask you to take a deep breath in. And together, we release any urgency and any conscious and unconscious expectations. We want to go into a place of receptivity. All right. Let's see what is it that the ancestors want to talk about. What needs attention? What is up? Let's just see what's going on with your divine feminine, okay? Yeah, they want to speak about the divine feminine, and this is why I got these cards. This one, we have inspiring. We have invasive. We have self-centered. Don't run away. Stay here with me. I promise you that all is well. It is okay to be a human. You know what I mean? It is okay to honor our humanness. And we have wise. You see? I told you. Actually, this is a beautiful energy. Let me just fix. Yeah. North Node and Virgo be like. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's see, my love. So the ancestors want to talk about how creative and inspiring you are or you can be. And now I don't know you. I don't know your life. Remember that these are general messages, okay? However, if you are here, they're saying yes. You can choose to inspire others. You can choose to also inspire yourself into healing and integrating these shadows. There's a lot of wisdom, wise wisdom, that comes when we integrate our shadows. What happens when we are in denial of these energies? Then we wear masks and we will always feel fragmented, separated in the inside. And also we will attract the mirrors, the people who are going to come into our lives and trigger this. And like I said, welcome to the human experience. All right. So the energy of invasive speaks about self-criticism, right? Being overly critical. Let's talk about Virgo, right? Intrusive thoughts, negative self-thought. It can be about fears. And so we just want to work with this energy. We want to move from being pessimistic into optimistic. If we struggle with this idea of perfectionism, we want to go into a place of humility. I am going to move forward in my life and become inspiring instead of wanting to live with our ego. Me, look at me, praise me, worship me, and all of this me, be the center of attention. And now, we can all get attention. Obviously, doesn't matter who you are. There's nothing wrong with shining bright. What matters is to allow ourselves to shine bright from a place where we are being who we are, from a place of authenticity. And now, many of you might be in a process where you're healing your inner child. Okay? And, oh my goodness, we have Uranus and Gemini. Yeah. And so there's something about healing, maybe the fear of being seen, fear of rejection, fear of taking on space. Okay? Okay, cool. We're going to unpack this a little more. See what is it that they want to say to you, my loves. Okay, cool. We're going to ask the tarot. We have the Empress. Okay, we're going to move this here. So the Empress. So once again, you are someone very, I'm hearing the word fertile. You have a lot of opportunities surrounding you. However, sometimes we cannot see it because we might be trapped in this also rigidity and ideas of control. This is what happens, sometimes when we are wrapped in and blind by our pain or our ego or our shadow. And now there are degrees and levels to our shadow. So I just want you to be very honest and to ask yourself, how do you feel about what I'm channeling, right? And take on notes. I will recommend. Ask yourself, how do I feel about my shadow aspect, the shadow aspect of myself that can become self-centered? How do I feel about, the shadow aspect of myself that can go into perfectionism, comparison, jealousy, envy, and like invasive thoughts, right? And now, can I acknowledge that I'm the Empress? Can I acknowledge that I have a lot about me? Can I also acknowledge that I can learn a lot, right? So that I can then feel better about what I want to do or who I want to become. Yeah. The Five of Wands. So this is giving me the sense of, oh, but there's so many people doing that. Oh, but there's too many people who have a YouTube channel. No, I can't. Oh, but there's too many people doing this and that. Oh, it can be that energy of because of fear. I might be denying myself the opportunity to really tap into this Empress energy. I might be denying myself the opportunity to become someone very inspiring or to inspire myself. You see? We have the Queen of Wands. You have what it takes. That's what the ancestors are saying. You got what it takes. You have to just cultivate courage, inner strength. We have to overcome this idea of unhealthy competition, the invasive, self-talk, where we convince ourselves into procrastination. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing. And so the ancestors are saying, you got what it takes. There's a need to ask ourselves important questions. I'm adding myself because here I am feeling this energy. And just like you, I'm also doing the work, right? This is a day-to-day work. It's a journey. It's not a destination. And like I said, welcome to the human experience. Sometimes we're going to be triggered by uncertainty. Sometimes we're going to be triggered by fear. Sometimes we're going to be triggered by jealousy and envy. To deny ourselves that we go through that and that we experience it is very hypocritical. True power comes when you take ownership over the beauty, your light, right? The fact that you can be very inspiring, you might be inspiring others, that you can inspire change. You're very creative, very giving, very loving, very fertile. And then there you carry wisdom too, right? But there's a lot of beauty also in accepting that this aspect of us need to be loved and need to be nurtured, and that we can transmute any pain related to it, any negative thought forms, and that they can become very powerful allies. And it takes, like I said, a lot of courage and a lot of strength to work with them and then to shift the energy. There's always an opportunity for us to do the opposites. Welcome to the world of duality and polarity, right? So the ancestors are saying, let's just sit with things. Let's just be honest. I'm truly hearing that it's important to journal, to write things down, to go into this place of honesty, to ask yourself, am I convincing myself that there are too many people doing one thing and another thing and da 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 da? And is that a way of procrastinating and getting myself out of doing something that I really feel like it will bring a lot of love and happiness and excitement into my life? Okay? Yeah. It's time to get out of indecision and commit yourself to move forward. Like I said, owning your light and your shadow, and then empty your cup, your vessel, right? Your physical vessel, your emotional vessel, your mental vessel, from any idea, belief, or expectations that just because in the past you have experienced some kind of pain, hurt, or disappointment, that this had to happen again. All right? Let's see what else. My throat is feeling funny. What's going on here, yo? Here it is, my loves. Reaching financial and business success. So the ancestors are saying there is enough for everyone. Once again, you got what it takes. I master my emotions and lead with creativity and compassion. You see, you are someone very creative. There are opportunities for you. There are doors waiting for you to freaking get them open. It is up to you to shift the way you're seeing and perceiving yourself, life, and others. We have to go into an energy of innocence, and we have to give ourselves the freaking chance to experience the Empress within, okay? Because you are the abundance of the universe. You are. The Divine Mother, Mother Earth, is not in lack or scarcity. That's just a lie. There's a lot of manipulation and lies to it. And so what I feel is in truth that you're being asked to take a leap of faith. Okay? Your home and work conditions are improving. And if you are not here yet, we just reveal to you what needs to be done in order for you to shift this energy and to move forward. All right? But this is all I got for you guys. Thank you so much. Namaste and blessings. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around. All right, you guys. Peace and love.